Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Now you know. Welcome to Digitopia Impact Summit. We are living in a very extraordinary time, probably mankind has ever experienced. We are all on a journey. And we must succeed, otherwise it might render us obsolete. The future just does not happen. We envision the future. We build the future. Each of you are future shapers with your decisions and with your actions. So be aware for what you wish for, what you work on, because that shapes who you are, what you become, and your business outcomes. Do I need to talk about change? Do I need to tell you what's going on out there? Do you agree that everything is getting more complex? We're living in a world of VUCA all over the place. Everything is getting faster, more complex, and just much more of everything. So the change we are experiencing during our lifetimes is unprecedented, has never happened before. Usually there is only one big technology happening at one time, which obviously is artificial intelligence today. But these days is a little bit different. It's happening everything, everywhere, all at once. Many different technology trends and business model changes are forcing you to run digital transformation programs. Climate change, diversity, equity, inclusion, ethics, governance is forcing you to work on sustainability. Work-life balance, the younger generations force you and enable you to work on the future of work and the future of your business. And this is just the beginning. When you listen to the experts, we're just scratching the first surface of AI and all the other technologies. So you can't hide. You must face it. You must embrace it, and you must succeed. You ain't seen nothing yet. There is much more to come. How to cope with all of this? We're working with many of you. I spent my whole life working with technology executives especially. Everybody is demanding something from you. The more you give, the more they demand. Sometimes, especially when something goes wrong, it's usually you guys being the scapegoat of covering up mistakes of other people. Do you feel sometimes like the underdog, not appreciated enough, not respected enough? Do you think all the others are idiots, not understanding what you're working on? Do you feel overwhelmed? You're not alone. And we are here to help you, of course. So, what if you could stop time? Think about it. What if you could stop time? What would you do? Think about the time dimension of your business. How long does a transaction take? How long does it take to assemble your main product? How long does it take to distribute the goods to all your stores across the supply chain? Now think about all the inefficiencies in those activities. Now, what would you do if you could stop time and look at it and analyze it? We can't stop time, of course, but we could try to become faster. So you remember maybe this scene from the X-Men movie. So the Wolverine and his friends are caught in a trap, and there's this guy, Quicksilver. He's faster than time. So if you could be faster than time, what would you do? You have about a few seconds during the credit card checkout in a retail store, online. If you can compute on milliseconds level, you have thousands of milliseconds during the checkout process. How would you like to avoid accidents and breakdowns in your shop floor to avoid the assembly line to stand still? If you could stop time, you could look at different things, collect the data, analyze it, predict, prevent, and act. Seamless, frictionless processes, superior customer experience, and probably even brand new business models. So don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars with traditional consulting. We are stopping the time for you. We take a snapshot of your maturity in different aspects. You see your maturity on the scale from 1 to 5. You see your maturity in 6 different dimensions, and see your benchmark across your industry peers. This dashboard, we call it the strategy cockpit, gives you insight in the snapshot of your current digital capabilities, your sustainability capabilities. The benchmark shows how you compare against your industry peers, against the best in class. And you understand where you need to apply digital technologies, digital capabilities, digital superpowers to compete with your competition and do other wonderful things. We also help you define your targets. You don't need to spend millions on useless workshops with young junior associates. We've built in all the technology in here. We're looking at the industry data. We're looking at your maturity data. We're collecting a lot of insight. We're using AI now. We're looking at your business 360-degree on a very granular level to understand where you are and where you need to go and what you do, what you need to do about it to achieve your targets. We conducted more than 1,000 measurements in the last 6 years. This makes us one of the top 5 benchmark databases in the world. This is the results. You see the progress is very slow. You see the progress even slowed down last year. And since the very early days, we always say this is a journey. This is actually a cumbersome and a long journey. This is not just one project. This is not just one investment. You can't jump from 2 to 3. Bad news? The difference between successful transforming companies and the not so successful transforming companies is widening. So you should know where you are. I would not be able to sleep at night if I would not know my score. So you should know how you do, how you progress. You put a measurement on your profitability called EBITDA. You put a measurement on your customer loyalty called NPS. You put a measurement at everything you do in business. You have to measure your transformation as well. Otherwise, you will not understand where you are. After all, what's measured gets done. We work with customers in all kinds of industries, all kinds of geographies, all kinds of business models, all kinds of sizes. We have now customers truly on 6 continents. And many of our customers are here today. Thank you very much for coming. For those who have not experienced yet working with us, please feel free to join these great companies. And you will listen to many success stories on this stage and all the other stages throughout the day Please listen to them. We'll have networking breaks. Please talk to them. It's not just getting their maturity. We're not just about measurements. It's much more than that. We will help you to transform better. So they say the devil is in the detail. I say the angel and the value is in the detail. So what if you could zoom in this time? What if you could really zoom in on anything you want? Like think about you have an electronic microscope or a telescope looking out. What would you look for? What if you could see behind the wall, behind your business boundaries? What would you look for? What would you change? What do you need to see to do better business decisions? So I'm sure you know this famous crossing in Tokyo. There's great crossings in Istanbul and in New York and in London, similar like this. When I see this picture, I think about your website traffic, your e-commerce site. Think about you could zoom in on one particular individual and you could understand who that person is. What would you do? How would you improve and personalize that customer experience? Pricing, which products, which recommendations? What if you could zoom into your shop floor, in your supply chain? Do you think everything is optimized enough? Do you have end-to-end supply chain visibility? What about your customer claims? Pay, not pay. When? Why? Whom? How informed are your current business decisions? So we give you recommendations on the spot. Try it out. No Excel, no PowerPoint, just the Impact platform. This recommendation engine takes the data from your maturity, takes the industry benchmark, takes much more, and calculates every single recommendation specific for you. We are in the process of integrating ChatGPT into the recommendation engine. We also created a prioritization algorithm looking at the urgency and the importance together with you. Machine insight and human insight combined, telling you what you must do, what you should do, and what you could do. The most important thing for you. I know you're struggling with prioritization. Everybody does. Too much demand, too less resources. So then, together with you, we turn those recommendations into roadmaps. Practical, realistic, actionable roadmaps. Not 5-year dream visions. It's just a year. In this world of VUCA and AI changing every month, you should not do 5-year plans. You should have 1-year plans. Agile cycles, quarterly reviews. This roadmap is integrated in your current master plan. This is aligned with your business strategies and objectives. This is compared against your capacity of your delivery capacity and your change capacity. Every organization has a certain level of digesting change. It's not like in PowerPoint presentations. You just can't do everything what consultants tell you. You have to own your transformation. This kind of a transformation, this kind of a roadmap should pave your way to success. And we want you to transform better. We want you to succeed. So Digitopia solutions and references are all known now on 6 continents. I think it's 33 countries here with customers, partners, certified consultants. They give us great joy, first. Thank you for working with us. They give us great benchmark data, great insights from different parts of the world. And we learn every day new things. And we feed the machine. So it's not just, you're not talking to one consultant, you're not talking to one Digitopian. You're working with the Impact platform, combining all that knowledge, enriching, augmenting all that knowledge continuously, 7/24. So thank you for trusting us and making this vision a reality, reinventing consulting. So speaking of industries, so this is the industry breakdown of the Digital Maturity Index benchmark. You remember, the overall average was 2.95. Of course, there are some industries which are luckier, like banking, and then there are some industries like struggling with transformation, like the services industries, including hospitality, law firms, consulting firms, professional services organizations. But the most important news and fact and insight on this page is that you see in certain industries, especially in retail and manufacturing, the gap between the leader and the laggard is dangerously widening. If you think that the average improvement in maturity is 0.1 maturity points, this is 20 years of gap. And what happens is that on the lower side, the laggard turns into a vicious cycle, losing talent, losing budget, losing confidence, losing trust, getting worse and worse. And the contrary happens on the upper side, getting better talent, more budget, more capabilities, doing more projects. So you should know on which side of your industry benchmark you are. Are you losing ground or are you gaining ground? Because this is, of course, obviously not a path you will prefer. You would like to change this, and it's all about you. We think you must act now. Talking about superpowers. Now, all of us during childhood we liked the stories of Superman, He-Man, Batman, and all the other superheroes. Think about those superheroes. But there's another category of superheroes. We just celebrated Mom's Day last Sunday. So they are the true superheroes. So with your permission, give them a round of applause for all the moms in this audience and outside. But think about superpowers in business terms. Economies of scale, agility, superior customer experience, super integrated supply chains, highest possible quality of your product or your service. What else? Think about it. What is the superpower of your organization? What is your superpower of your department, of your function? So this guy obviously is the fastest man on earth. So this is his superpower. So even the video is not capable of coping with his speed. Let me give you a few examples. Zara invented fast fashion, and the whole industry followed them. Today, it's Shein pushing the boundaries of making it even faster. Apple digitalized the whole music industry, but now it's Spotify knowing our music preferences the best. The Germans invented the car, but now it's Tesla and the Chinese brands turning the whole industry upside down. Amazon dominates the world of e-commerce, but Alibaba, TikTok, and Instagram are gaining ground. So digital superpowers play an important role in all these examples. What is your digital superpower? Obviously, the most important digital superpower as of today is artificial intelligence, no doubt about that. Harness the power of AI to improve your customer experience. Harness the power of AI to improve your operational excellence. Harness the power of AI for pricing, risk, fraud, and all the other important business functions. Are you able to do so? On year 2022, on 30th November of 2022, the world changed and is not the same anymore. ChatGPT has arrived in every household, in every business, in every boardroom. But can you benefit from it? The expectations are super high. But how and where to apply it in a safe way? Please scan this QR code to get access and pre-register to our new AI Maturity Index solution. As of today, we will be able to measure your AI maturity as well. The future will be awesome if you can take part in it. So what is your company's superpower? We have another analytics for you. How fast can your business run? Velocity. How fast do you need to run to catch up with your competition, with customer expectations? How long can you run? And how long do you have to endure to be able to win the race? To achieve your transformation, to succeed with your transformation. Based on your maturity data, we plot the position of your company, and this is a strategy simulation tool to understand where you need to invest, where you need to go, to be able to compete with your competition. So this analysis helps organizations to strategize and prioritize their investments and to build an executable roadmap going to success. So again, Digitopia is the leading transformation software provider. Now more than 100 customers, more than 1,000 measurements in 30 plus countries and more than 15 different industries. We have conducted hundreds of measurements, collected tons of data on maturity, in digital maturity and sustainability maturity during the last 6 years. As of today, we are adding the AI Maturity Index, and soon there will be many more things you are investing in, causing a lot of issues, challenges, and opportunities. So experience the future of consulting. We do reinvent consulting. We digitally transform how consulting is delivered. So when you log in here, again, you can scan the QR code and get access to the Impact platform. If you subscribe, you will get access to the Digital Maturity Index, to the Sustainability Maturity Index, and as of today, also to the AI Maturity Index. You can experience the whole suite of solutions on the Impact platform. This is truly consulting reinvented. So, there is no hiding, there is no running away. We are all together in this. We must embrace it, we must face it, and we must succeed. Everything and everybody is subject to radical transformation, radical change. Having worked with thousands of executives and hundreds of companies during all my career, I had a lot of insights, and here are my final conclusions and my final advice. For me, the key word is balance. Find strengths in your inner balance. With calm comes strengths. With strengths comes intelligence. And if you can combine all those together and focus on the most important, that will be very powerful. That might turn into your organization's superpower. So inspired by the balanced scorecard, and again, based on your maturity data, inspired also by the beautiful hexagon crystal shapes of water crystals, we've created the snowflake analysis. We realized, working with you guys, that better balanced companies actually perform much better than unbalanced companies. This is about alignment. Remember, transformation is a corporate matter. It's not just technology. This is about leaving nobody behind. Remember, this is a team sport. We are together in this. So it's not just about technology. You apply digital superpowers to advance all the other business functions. So, to summarize, remember again, what would you do if you could stop time? How can you speed up your processes? How can you utilize microseconds on the shop floor, in the store, on the website, anywhere? What can you calculate, analyze, predict, forecast, prevent, act upon to improve your business? What if you could zoom in? Where would you look? What do you need to understand to take better decisions? Proper prioritization, the most important. How to do more with less. Especially in uncertain times and times of volatility, which we are in and which we will continue to be in. You can't spend any money, any time. You need to work on the most important things and succeed with them. So what are your superpowers? How can you develop those superpowers? Obviously, you must embrace AI and Gen AI to compete. So we believe wholeheartedly that you will succeed. There is a better version of yourself inside your organization. You must also believe in yourself and your capabilities. There should be a last page. Can you try to come back? Dear, can you put the last slide? There. Oh, the last slide. This is the second slide, I guess. So, become the leader of your team. Become the hero of your company. Become the pioneer of your transformation and become the champion of your industry. That is what we mean by unleash your potential. Thank you very much for your attention.